What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? It is your girl, Amaya Desire, and the one and only Denny C23. We are back. I'm
What's going
super
on, people?
excited. It's
What's
been a
going on?
minute, right? Because
Yo,
what did we
listen,
last do? It feels
listen.
it feels like so long, but it wasn't. Like we
So
did Mr.
long,
and Mrs. Smith,
right? That's a fact.
Um,
And then rest in peace to the rap shit.
yeah, we gonna miss that. But we got something new and really amazing. Quite frankly, this is our first time doing a BET review.
Listen, honestly, I didn't have much expectation, but they delivered. I just want to
They
say,
did. They did. So
they
we are
delivered.
here to bring you a non-spoiler slash spoiler review. Okay, so we're gonna give you the little tidbits in the beginning. All right. And when we about to jump into the nitty-gritty, we're gonna tell you to pause, go watch the first 3 episodes, and then come back because you don't want us to ruin it for you. So
You know,
you said you didn't have any high expectations. You've seen, we watched the first 3 episodes. How are you feeling so far without giving anything away to the
listen,
audience?
I am on the edge of my seat waiting for them to release the rest of the season. Excuse me. But listen, I feel like after watching the first episode, I was like, they might be on to something. And then the second episode, I was like, I bet.
Yeah.
And then the third episode, all right, I'm hooked now. Where's the rest? Like I'm in there. How about you?
Agreed. I mean, same. You know what I mean? I saw the trailer, I bought it to you, and I was like, yo, I think we will actually like this. Again, like I said, we have not done anything BET related, but I saw the trailer and I was like, I think I like this. Let me see it. And I love that it's funny, but it's still, giving detective, it's giving white girl magic. And shout out to the real Diarra
Yeah,
Kilpatrick, you know what I'm saying, who is the creator of this show. We got a lot of good people in this show. Of course, everybody will recognize Morris Chestnut, but
yeah,
then on the flip side of that, we have the mama of all mamas, Felicia Rashad. You feel me?
definitely.
Dominique Perry, who always plays your good girlfriend. So the cast is a really nice mixture. For me, it's giving the nosy black girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though this is her situation, she was dating this guy and now she's going into detective mode.
Is
For
it is it
me,
is it really nosy though? Is it really nosy?
kind
And
of
that-
though.
and that's what y'all tell us after y'all watch, okay? After y'all watch, come back. Or if you did watch already, leave us a note in the comments, man. Let us know. Is she really nosy?
I
I
mean, I,
don't
I
think she
think
nosy.
I think I'm saying it gives like that
I
kind of
think
effect of like wanting to know, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
But
Like what
but
happened?
the thing is she's on to something though. So is it
She
nosy?
is. She is. She is.
You
I love
know?
that she's a school teacher, right? And it gives me a little feel of Abbott Elementary, with the like
The vibe.
sarcasm, the
Yeah.
comedy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is kind of cool. I like the show. Again,
Yeah.
like I didn't have any real expectation. I just wanted to know what it was going to be about. I saw the trailer, thought it was going to be dope. The cast overall meshes really well. I mean, I
Right.
feel like they just kind of
Listen.
jumped in there like double dutch. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Listen.
didn't even wait. It was
Mor-
just like,
Morris Chestnut. That's my guy. I
that's
feel
my
he could do
guy.
no wrong. I promise. I feel that way. But
I
in this
want I
show,
want Morris to be the good guy one of these days.
I do. I do too. I'm not gonna lie. But he tried to be the good guy. His best friend fucked this wife. So, anywho, all right, back to the
Anywho, but
no.
yeah, I
But
mean,
seriously,
that's
I
that's those
really,
are my thoughts.
I really like that. I seen Morris Chestnut. I like a lot of people who I wouldn't have expected to see in this show. Like you
Hmm.
said, the Dominique Perry and the um,
Felicia
Morris
Rashad.
Chestnut and Felicia Rashad, and I feel like that was crazy. That speaks volumes to the quality of the writing because it brought these people to it. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
and I
Yeah, I
feel like
agree.
that just elevated it so much more to me. And shout out to BET for giving this Black queen her opportunity to shine. You feel me? And
Yeah.
I'm here all the way, man. I'm all the way.
Listen, in our opinion, the show is worth a watch. All 3 episodes will be out
Go watch it.
tomorrow. You will be able to watch us as soon as the episodes drop. So, definitely go give it a look, give it a watch. Tell us what you think. Come back. Let us know in the comments if you're going to continue watching it, how you feeling. And, what do you think is happening right now? Is Daria onto something, or Diarra, right?
Diarra, come on, get it right.
And I know,
Get the Black woman name right. Come on.
I know, right? Because I hate when people mess my name. Like, it's not easy. It's not hard to mess up. But nonetheless, listen, the show is definitely worth the watch. It's really good to see some good writing, some good acting, and something different, because we haven't seen a Black detective kind of comedy, dramedy show in a while. The characters, they blossom on you. You know what I mean?
I like the fact that she's not even a cop.
That part.
I like that. Like, she's not even a cop. She's just nigga. Like, I know something up and I'm about to figure it out. Like,
that's literally what it is.
And it's
that's
like, wow.
Literally what it is.
Wow. Okay. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm with you.
All right. So this is the part of the episode where we tell y'all to please pause, go watch the episodes, and then come back, because we're getting ready to spoil it. So bloop bloop, spoiler alert. Okay. Now, episode 1, I'm not even gonna like
oh man. Listen.
Yo, episode 1 really had me cracking up. What did you think about episode 1? What stood out to you?
Episode 1 for me was freaking hilarious. And the part that stood out to me took place a little later in the show. But it's when she knew the dude robbing her. Like, that shit was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Danger? Like, what?
Right.
Like, and it's government.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody named their child Danger.
Listen. I can't imagine being super afraid, going from super afraid to being angry. Like, what? Like, how dare you come into my house? Like, noticed my mama house, and then he had the audacity to ask about her mama. Like, where your mama at?
Where your mama at? Yeah, like, oh, so you knew my mother lived here.
Right, and you still came to rob the place. That's crazy.
Like, I know y'all still lived it. Look. But look, to his defense, he hasn't seen her mother in a while. So he thought they left.
She in Florida getting her groove back.
Yeah, I ain't mad at her. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey. But the fact that it turned into break yourself, give me your shit, to sitting at the table eating cake and shit, I was like, nah, this is too much for me.
Yeah. I love that, because it's not something that we were expecting. I love the dialogue. You know what I mean? The moments of seriousness mixed with the moments of like playfulness. You know what I'm saying? I
don't like why she had to know him. Personally. Because now it look like is it Detroit too small, or look like all Black people know somebody that steal or break it? That's a crook.
I mean, are they not one the same though?
That's
come on.
Nah, all right, you got it.
I mean, like,
we all got a cousin that got a friend.
Hello. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I think that I like the dynamic of, Danger having like a semi-real conversation with her. Like, divorce is hard, while looking around at her dirty kitchen and, not necessarily judging her, but kind of judging her. Damn it, iPhone.
Judging her, like shit. That's what it said just now.
Right. It is. Judging her, and, also just having a real conversation to let her know, like, he's empathetic, like he understands. I don't know if he's ever been married, because right now he robbing people, so I don't know, but still, nonetheless, it's hard. They have a nice little conversation, and he tells her that she needs to like get a grip on things, because divorce is coming. And
that's a fact.
I definitely was just like, okay, this is a very interesting beginning. And this is actually very captivating if you think about it.
You know what? That was the beginning of that episode.
It was.
Wow, that's a fact. Uh, they had a lot of heart to heart moments though.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I appreciated every last one of them. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it was some real shit she needed to hear, and it came from the most unlikely of people, you know. And that's how sometimes God work in your life. Sometimes, you know, you
Yeah.
never know who you're gonna get a blessing from, and then
Exactly.
the nigga that was gonna rob you actually gave you some good advice.
Yeah.
Like, who knew?
This is facts. This is facts. So let's get into this big part that really is also like, well, it's a big part, but it's the funny part, and then we can hop into the main
What, they're
juice
going
of
on
the
a date?
episode. Nah, the kids at school, bruh. The
God.
fight when she
Oh, my
gets her
goodness.
ass punched in the face, and
Doing
then the
too much.
principal tells her,
Doing too much.
the principal says, "You know what your name is? What your nickname is? Miss Doing Too Much." Like, and that's crazy that's the
Doing
nickname.
too
Like,
much.
I don't even remember what the nickname she thought the kids gave her, but that definitely was not it. But her just being like, "So we're not gonna talk about this fight? Like, we ain't." She's like, "That's not your job. Like, that ain't none of your business." And I'm like, "Damn, that's how it be sometimes, though. That's how it
Mind your
really
business.
is. Mind your
Your
business."
business. Why can't you just mind your business? It was there,
Cause
unbothered,
she
and
must
you
do
went to
so
go
much.
mind it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe, maybe she just nosy for real. When you put it
See,
that
that's
way.
what I'm saying. That's
When you
what
put it
I'm
that way.
saying. It just makes a little bit more sense. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, now that I think about it, this episode was just packed with so much, right? She goes over, so, they have the whole fight situation happens, and you know, what was it? The fish, going over the danger because apparently the old friend, what's her name? Dang, I
I
forgot her
don't
name. Just
know.
like
The
her.
girl
Oh,
next
Monet.
door.
There we go, Monet, crazy Monet. So, she definitely is like talking about her and whatnot. They kind of have that little argument, and she was like, because Danger told me, or like that word is passing around, or whatever have
Right.
you. And she ends up going over to his house and being real badass. Like, this is some things that I didn't really expect of her. Is
Listen, she
smashing the
is
fish
fearless.
tank.
Fearless.
And like, yeah, but yo, somebody pick up the damn fish. Like, I ain't come to kill the fish, came to break the tank, pick the fish up, and put him
Save
back
the fish.
in a bowl.
Yo. She's like, damn, I gotta thank for y'all niggas too. Like, that shit was hilarious though. That was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. He
It
said
was.
he just looked up at her like
I know you ain't just do that.
I
Like,
know she didn't just walk in my crib, break my fish tank, my fish on the floor. My fish on the floor. She paid for this fish.
Yeah.
That was a big ass fish.
It was a big ass fish. It was just flapping too. It was like just flapping. The mouth was moving. I was like, they gonna let this fish
like,
go?
why this man got a puffer fish? Like, I'm confused. Like, what was that? I don't know.
Listen, I don't know, but I'm glad that somebody, if not everybody, decided that they was gonna go and save the fish after she yelled at them.
Yeah, right.
And so she
But I ain't
finally
gonna
decides. No, go
They
ahead.
moved like they was in school.
They did.
Yeah,
Well,
they
because
moved.
she knew most of them.
Yeah. Well, she probably taught some of them. That's why.
Listen, that's problematic in itself, but we ain't gonna do that to them right now because that's not what the show's about.
Okay. I'm sorry.
So, but of course, finally your girl decides that she's going to go on a date. She get the swiping. Lord, let me tell you, my finger does not want to swipe again ever in history. So your girl was in there swiping. She finally swipes on somebody who's cute and attractive, goes out. They say they're going to fake like this is their third date. Like they already know each other, exchange some looks, some touches. And that leads to.
And at this time, the character name is Chris at this time.
Yes. Chris is his name.
Chris is his name, the guy she goes on a date with.
Yes, Chris is his name. And so we get there. Some very passionate sex goes down.
They get crazy.
They definitely had some good times. And then after that, he plans to see her again. And So I will say she's a little crazy on the text messages, right? Because if you don't hear from him, it's all good. But then she hit him with the really, with the where you at, with the, all these different things, and we're thinking, damn, she got ghosted. As her friend,
Yeah.
who is also a school teacher, agrees, and so does the, I'm gonna just say, like,
Everybody you tell the
sixth
story
grader
to.
whose hair she's braiding in class, right in the
Right.
classroom. Like, damn, Miss Diarra, I'm sorry to hear that you got ghosted. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
that's crazy. Didn't
And she
really
couldn't
think about
accept
it.
that.
She
She
couldn't.
couldn't accept it. She couldn't accept. Who would ghost me? Why would you ghost me? That's probably what it is.
Is it? You think so?
That's probably what it is. And then it turned into, oh wait, something's up. And they say, oh, they went missing. That's why they ghosted me. So now I gotta help this person. Because if they
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have went missing, then we could have been something. So I gotta save my person.
Yeah. As she
Because
likes to
now
call him
now
throughout the next couple episodes, her almost boyfriend.
almost boyfriend. Right. I'm saying she took ownership.
She did.
Oh my gosh. Is she
She did.
crazy?
Her
But she's
friends have
right.
been calling her crazy the whole time, though.
No,
But that's the crazy part about it, is we don't know she's right until the end of the episode. We see her, doing other stuff, right? She's talking
right.
to her friends, and they're telling her that she's crazy.
Crazy. Right.
She talks Monet into going to his place, where they run into the naked Russian man who's
Right.
tied up and in the on the floor and whatnot. Then he drops his dog tag. She feels like, oh, it's a clue. And
Right.
it's just very weird and cool how the storyline really does, like, it captivates you. It keeps grabbing you at different points, and it doesn't feel
Right.
stale. It doesn't
It
feel
doesn't
rushed.
feel
It
rushed.
feels really,
Right.
really good,
It
so
feels like you really living it with her. Like it really
facts.
does. Even when it
That part.
switches scenes, like it feels like it's supposed to switch when it does. Like
I agree.
I,
I
I, I
definitely
really
agree.
like I really like the way they're capturing the show. Like it's
Yeah.
pulling you in. It's like you feel like you're there. And I like that and I appreciate that. So shout out again to Miss Diarra because that is
Yes.
beautiful, well written.
It's really well done. It is. And so, because she is now just thinking, did I get ghosted? She goes to his place. She realizes something really is up. Then she's getting followed to her house, and she's thinking somebody's actually following her when her ass is getting served her divorce papers. And she's like, damn, it's really happening. And then goes to school the next day and solves the issue with her students. She realizes that the fight didn't just happen because of any reason. Like, the little girl who was being teased is the crush of the little boy who got his ass handed to him. And Diarra also realizes that the little girl's hair is not done because her mom apparently got locked up again, which is why
Mm.
her hair is not done, which then in turn caused the dude who beat up said crush to make a smart narky remark about her hair, and then he stood up for her. So yeah, she solved the mystery. And
Look at
in
her.
that,
Detective.
right, for real, Detective Diarra, dead ass. And in that, she sits the little boy down, and I love this part because she's like, listen, you gotta stop fighting until you learn how to fight. That's not the advice I was expecting a teacher to give, but listen,
Hey, listen, if
sometimes
you
you
go
gotta
and
be
fight,
real.
at least learn how to.
Facts.
I respect it. That's the
Facts.
best lesson she could have ever taught that kid in school.
This is true.
I'm just
So,
saying.
somehow or another, what did she do? She went somewhere. She went somewhere and she saw the missing kid poster, and she
Yeah,
thinks that Chris is
the
Deonte.
Deonte, the kid from the missing picture.
Right, right. And then we cut
Yes.
to the next scene and we see Chris, aka Deonte, coming out the apartment, all getting ready to text her that he misses her and can't wait to see her. Then he had his ass get knocked out and put into a van, and he loses his sneaker.
Hmm.
So
So technically, she was right.
there's a mystery
If,
here.
if
Yes.
he didn't go missing, he would have texted her
Well,
back and make
he
it
would
apology.
have. He would have texted her back. Yeah. And I mean, again, like I said, I just really like how they're laying out the foundation of the show. They're doing a really good job. And
Yes.
so, we get into episode 2.
Yes. Listen, episode 2, we get a little backstory. They open us up
Mm-hmm.
really well, right? So the same guy that was in the closet, we now see him sitting on the couch, butt ass naked. I don't know why. Don't ask me, because I'm still trying to figure it
Trying
out.
to figure it out.
Apparently, he do his best work naked, as we learn later on in this episode. But let's move along. Let's move along. Okay. So now, some out of nowhere, door bust wide open. Some big black dude come in. He like, the
Who's
fuck?
you? Right.
Right. Where this nigga? Nigga get up. They start fighting. Guns on the table. So he really getting beat up.
But like
White
seriously though, he didn't come in and like take a glance at the table. I mean, it was a lot of stuff set up on the table before he was like, "Who is you?" Nonetheless, go ahead.
But nah, but you thinking like you just walking into the crib. Like, wait, hold up. Why you a nigga naked on my couch? I'm sorry, like
I don't
on
know if
the
it was
couch.
his couch.
It's
Yeah,
not his
but you know
couch, but I'm just saying, on that couch.
he came through the window too.
He did. That was the window.
He came through the window.
Oh, that's probably why he ain't look on the table first. He was scared somebody was sitting there naked.
Probably.
Maybe that's what it was. But anywho, beat the dude up, throw him in the closet. It's all right. We now get it. So she was like interviewing the neighbors, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
Diarra. So then after she get there, she interviewing the neighbors. The neighbors answering questions.
They are.
And I was like, wait, that's how close
Yeah.
they are? Like they just
That's
answering
not.
questions.
That's not.
I was shocked. I was shocked.
Listen, I was shocked.
What? So boom. That was wild to me though. I'm not gonna lie. Then she found his sneaker in the snow after he got snatched up. Like, so once she found the sneaker, she was like, "Oh my god, I was right. It was true. I know I wasn't crazy. Everybody thought I was crazy, but ain't no black person gonna leave no Jordan."
Facts, that part.
You feel me? And I was like, you know what?
She wasn't
No,
lying.
she wasn't lying. Like, so I was like, bet. That's when I believed it too. I was like, shit, I believe you too, sis. I'm on your side the whole rest of this way. So after that, it goes to the scene of the friend Monet and her husband having sex, right? The whole time they're having sex, they having like casual conversation, and that shit was crazy as fuck to me. Because like the dirty talk was like him saying that he did the chores, like that shit was
Right.
hilarious. And I was like, you know what? If that's what gets you off, man, I
Listen.
do your thing, man. Like that shit was hilarious.
It was
But
definitely hilarious. I hope that I never get to the point where I dirty talk about dishes in the middle of sex. That's crazy
that's a
to
bit
me.
much for me. Like I don't know. Maybe she's asexual for real, and that's how she get off.
Not asexual. Okay.
Like I don't know. Maybe who knows? But boom, then we go to the precinct where now DR is filing a police report for a missing person again, which is crazy because he's already a missing person. Now you found him and
Facts.
he's missing again. So this nigga just can't stay found, huh? Anywho, we're gonna
This is true.
the cop was patronizing her. So so she tells him the story about how they went on a date. It was the first date, but they made it seem like it was the third
The
date.
third
Make
date.
sure to write that in there, like she put emphasis,
Right.
and then long story short, the cop doesn't believe her, thinks she's ghosted too, and
He definitely did.
starts to humiliate her a little bit in front of everybody. And she's like, as she's walking out, she runs into one of her soon to be ex brother-in-laws, which is crazy.
Ex husband's brother-in-law. Yeah. No, ex husband's brother.
Husband's
Yeah.
brother. Yeah. So this is her ex husband's brother, right? Yeah.
Like,
And
what was she doing though? Was she trying to get locked up in there, throwing a fit, tossing papers? I mean, that's some shit that I mean, kudos to do for doing it, but
I'm
still,
not gonna lie, she act like a white woman,
she like
and
a Karen.
she act like a Karen. But oh, yeah, actually, she does act like a Karen. Maybe. Mm, Diarra, we gotta talk about that, baby. Are you being a Karen? And the funny part about the cop thing though is he was like, maybe you should try Match.com. And then she said, what? I'm not here to talk about Match.com. He was like, are you sure? Because
Right.
like I think you'll do well. Like I met my wife
Mm.
on Match.com. He's like, my
Mm-mm.
wife likes me. I met her on Match.com. She was like, he's like, are you stupid or pretending?
Listen,
uh yo.
I definitely feel
And
like
then
throughout that time, he's kind of embarrassed, and she's
yeah,
like, "Nah, I'm cool. Like it is what it is." But I
I'm sorry.
definitely feel like that scene is it's
Yeah.
good because it's not your standard police
Listen,
officer
I
scene.
right. I think it's because he kind of knew her too through the people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's probably what it was. So he didn't take it serious, and she known for doing too much,
facts.
and
That
apparently
part.
Detroit small. So, mm. But the thing I did peep too when she was leaving the precinct, it was a cop in the corner on the phone,
Oh yes,
and
yes.
I was like, I gotta watch her. Watch who she
Mm-hmm.
calling. But I think she
Mm-hmm.
called the husband.
I think my prediction is that she is in on the situation that's going down with Deonte. That's my prediction.
Mm,
Because if the brother is already there, no need to alert her ex husband. You
touche.
would just be an inside man alerting other people that somebody is looking for him.
You're right. Okay, that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and to follow that up, she takes this little clue that she thought she found in the house, the little dog tag, and
Mm-hmm.
asks one of her teacher friends if they know what that is, right?
Right. She's trying to get her friends to run
Uh,
DNA and whatnot. He
uh,
says, "Ma'am, I'm a science teacher, not NCIS." Because clearly,
Clearly, she was confused. He
because
said, "This is
clearly you
not
think I work for
forensic
CSI.
files. This is not
Right.
it. Okay, this is not any of those shows you watch on TV. Okay,
Facts.
this is his elementary school science class."
That
But
part.
boom. So then he recommends her to go ask another teacher, right? This white history teacher. The
Listen
history
now.
teacher, after she goes up and acts like, "Hey, how about you give me some advice? Do you know what this means?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, "Oh, it's from this era. Da 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 da. You could do some homework on it." And then smacked her on the ass. And it told me he knew what it meant later on when I watched the show.
Yes.
As I continue
Yes.
watching, I'm like, oh, he did know what it meant. He a part of
Mm-hmm.
the group too.
He is little nasty self.
Little nasty, little freak nasty.
Little freak nasty self. But hey, yo, I'm not gonna lie, that part definitely funny. Absolutely needed because you didn't see it coming. Like the fact that she went up to this man to ask him for advice and he's telling her, giving her information on what the symbol means in the historic sense. He also then turns around, smacks her on the ass, and then when she asks why the hell he did that, he just says, "Oh, I heard you were about to be single." But like, what that got to do with the tea in China? Absolutely
Well, he
nothing.
said if he was about to be single, that's why you in this club. That's what he was saying, man. But so we now get past that. She's back home. She's trying to figure shit out. Like, all right. She get a knock at the door. It's the sister-in-law
Mm-hmm.
/ friend. And then she follows up with other people for an intervention. to tell her that she got ghosted and she needs to let it
The
go.
church
And the church people came and they needed to. Oh my God! So
threw her impromptu divorce party.
listen, listen. Impromptu. She didn't even sign the papers yet. Okay,
Nope.
they didn't even sign the papers, but they gonna say, "Yo, we're celebrating your divorce. It's over. It's
Hey,
over.
yo,
We
that's my
you don't need a
sentiment. Ding,
man."
ding. My
Ding, ding, ding.
divorce.
Right? Like it's over. Don't worry. He's gone. Worry about yourself. Do your own thing, boo boo. It's okay.
Yes.
So, but the funny thing about this thing, this impromptu divorce party, is that the bartender knew exactly what the dog tag was because she said,
Oh, it's that
"Oh,
kind of
it's
party?
that kind of party." And then she said, "Oh,
No, but
no,
I'm open
I'm
to it
open to
being
it.
that
It's
kind
that
of
kind of
party.
party." And I'm like, "Whoa."
You don't even
Did
know
you
what's
really
happening
just
here,
tell her?
sis.
I said, did she give the bartender an invitation?
Listen, I
And
mean,
then,
bartender was kind of
yo,
cute.
but then out of nowhere, Monet ratchet ass, she got to pull up.
Listen, because she like me. Why are you parking in my space? I'm confused. You over here throwing a party on a weekday at that, and you in my parking space? Nah, we got problems.
Yo,
I'm coming in. Listen, let me tell you. So I don't knock on doors, but my neighbor be knocking on doors. If I have a party, my neighbor definitely. So now my neighbor has a handicap permanence marker on the street. You can't park there because you will get a ticket and you will get towed and he will call the people on your ass. So Petsy boots, but yes, I'm definitely with Monet. If I had a long day at work, I'm coming home and I want to park in front of my house, and now you over here throwing a party on a weekday, and I wasn't invited.
and I wasn't
What's up?
invited. But
What's up
guess
with that?
what? She said she got invited to stay.
Mm-hmm.
She did, and guess what? She had the kit ready for us. She had the flaming hot Cheetos in the bottle of Henny.
She
Come
did.
on, like what? She said, "Y'all got yak." She said, "I got yak and chips." What's up? Now shut
I
up and
got
sit
exactly
down.
what you need.
I got exactly what you. I got you. My bad. My
Yeah.
bad. That was the best piece of offering I thought she could have gave her in that moment.
Facts. Now shut up and sit down.
Now shut up and sit down.
Yes.
And then so they start talking in a group circle, fist the healing
Mm-hmm.
circle, whatever. She start so the sister-in-law trying to embarrass her. Tell
Yeah.
the church
Low
people.
key.
Tell the church people what she been up to, and then Diarra goes on to tell them the story about what happened, da 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 da. And dang, what was said that they said they need to lay hands and pray on her because she was in denial, I think, right?
Oh
About
yeah.
getting ghosted. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. And
But what's
the
funny is it turned on Monet,
yeah,
right?
that's what I was about to say. And then out of nowhere, it turned on Monet because it was like, oh, your man's have secrets and this and that. And then she's
Mm-hmm.
like, I let my man have a secret. He got one right now. And da da
Mm-hmm.
da da.
And he
And they
gonna tell me when he's ready. I give him the space to tell me when
yo,
he's ready.
that's
And
when they
they
say
laughed
let us
her out.
lay hands and pray because she's naive.
Yes. They tried to laugh
Yeah.
her out. And Auntie over there, Auntie Lucille from the church was cussing because she was like, shit.
Shit. Oh man. Hold on. They said if you're a good girl, why you chasing dick?
Mm,
Why they kill
child.
her like that?
Listen, the church folk be just
Yeah.
ooh wee
That's fucking hilarious.
all the time. Ooh wee. But she said that they needed to
Mm,
go, right? No, that was the next
yeah.
episode.
And then yeah. And then after that they went um to the party shit. Right?
No, that
No,
wasn't it.
no, that was the next episode, right?
Yeah, that was the next episode. The end of that episode 2, was when they finally saw the actual video of what happened to Deonte at the mall with
Oh,
his mom.
oh yeah. Russian guy got shot. No. Because this on episode 2, that's when they went to the shit and she took the Molly.
Oh, I got the next episode. Oh yeah, you right. You right. Yep. You right.
Yeah.
They did go to
And
the
then
party.
she found out what her husband's secret was that night too.
Yeah, she did. Because Monet went down to the shop to drop him some money.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dropping
yeah,
some food.
right, drop him some food, right? She ended up seeing
Yeah,
that he was in business with the bad guys per
right,
usual.
right. And
And yeah,
they
Diarra
in
ended
for
up going to the
50,000.
party. Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
you
Diarra ended
know.
up going to the party, getting loose, doing mad. First of all, she did mad Molly. She needed some water. Where was some water at? Because
She
she would have
did,
been dehydrated. She did
but
mad Molly.
but but her and the Russian guy was having real conversation, and that shit was crazy. I was like, yo, why she just out here just building bonds with everybody, like
Listen,
doing the
she
most.
she she getting in. She doing the most, but she
Nah,
getting
nah, but
in.
I ain't gonna hold you. She getting a lot of information out of him without him even knowing.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is that out of nowhere, he like got a phone call in the corner after
On a
hanging out with
burner.
her on a burner phone, and she like, "You a piece of shit."
She calls him out. Yeah, she calls him
Yeah.
out. You a piece of who was you talking to?
Listen,
That's when he pulls the gun out. And he's like,
who the
"Who are
fuck you work
you?
for?
Who you working for? And where's Deonte?"
Right.
And that's when she has
And
the epiphany of like, "Yo, this is real. Shit is getting real. What's
right.
happening?" And then out of nowhere,
This dude gets shot with
he
a
gets
nigga with
shot.
a Kanye mask on.
Facts. That's exactly what I thought when I seen it. That's exactly what I thought. I said, "Yo, who was that? Kanye." What's
Yo,
happening right now? The swindle. So my man
yo,
definitely gets shot.
yo,
Meanwhile,
definitely got shot.
you
And
know,
then she stole his phone,
she stole his phone.
and then it goes to the
Then it
last
goes to the
news.
clip, right,
Yes,
of
the
the
news
news.
clip.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
hold you, but when I watched that ending, that clip, bro, I'm dead ass. I was like, yo,
She
that's
was the
your
worst
mom's.
mother.
You
She
know
was the
how
worst.
exhausted she gotta be.
Like, we
Her
miss
face was
him.
like, we miss him. Can y'all please bring him home? He's a good
She
boy.
said, yo, listen, bring my son home where y'all found him. We
I'll
miss
be
him or
here.
whatever. I'll be. I'm not going. I'm not going nowhere. But I miss him. Okay. And hey,
I'll
hey,
be
hey,
here.
hey, get your hand on my pot. Get your. Yeah, I miss him. Okay.
She
I can.
did that. Listen, shout out to whoever that lady is playing the younger version of Felicia Rashad. She killed that because she was there, very stoic, no emotions, no expressions, like the most non-caring mom ever. That definitely just like, wow, okay, cool, and so, uh moving into episode 3, our boy Danger is back on the scene. You feel me? He
You
said,
know.
what did he say? His mom saw him 3 things: how to hotwire a car
How to do something? How to make silver dollar
and silver
pancakes?
dollar pancakes. And so he proceeds to make
Correct.
silver dollar pancakes, for Diarra, and she's trying to hide the flip phone that she stole. It rang once. I don't believe she answered it.
He didn't, because we
And
found out
then
later who called.
right, and then she called. Then the phone rings again. She puts Danger out and says she picks up the phone and tries to speak gibberish. And then she says, "Who is that?" She said, "Who the fuck is you?" And I love seeing Felicia Rashad in this kind of space because it's so different. Like I'm going through
Right.
the times that I've seen Felicia Rashad as something, outside of the niceness or what have you.
And I
And
like it. I'm not
I
gonna
like
lie
it.
to you.
She killed it. She
I'm not
killed
gonna
it.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she got range, baby. Like, she got range. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. I like it.
I loved it.
Felicia,
So, of course she answered the phone. She's like, "Who is you?"
she
You
said, I know who
know.
I am. Who are you?
Mm-hmm. And somehow, of course, per usual, what is this friend's name? I need to figure out his name. But the friend that also works with her at the school calls her up and is asking her, is she good? Reminds her that Ava is having brunch because she's got the 35 under 35 thing going on. And she shows up, and Monet stalks her, trying to put her all her business out there, ends up going to the brunch with her. And it comes in the middle of her speech.
She was kind of offering to help her at the same time.
She was offering to help her because she wants the $50,000 reward. She wants to split the money basically with Diarra, although knowing that Diarra is not obviously about the money for this.
Money,
That's not why she's here.
So she wants the 50,000 full for real,
right? To pull off the Diarra want the nigga, debt. Right?
Right.
Okay. She wants to pay off the debt. So they show up at the brunch. Of course, they show up in the middle of Ava giving a speech about celibacy. And Monet proceeds to say, nah, not me, because I need my dick. I need that dick. And then, oh, okay. I'm not sure. Amen. Congratulations, Ava, on such an amazing accomplishment. Super, super proud of you. Right. And
yo, I'm not gonna lie. That was hilarious. Okay,
I love that part.
Everybody here with the
right. Yeah.
like how
whose friends is this? Whose man's is this?
Who?
Nah, you just put yourself on mute. The whole we missed that whole thing. You got to do it back now. Yo, that's funny. We paused it for technical difficulties. I still can't hear you.
I apologize.
There you go. You're back. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. So the whose man's is this? But yeah, I mean, I love. What I love is that they're showing a range of friends, right? You got the woman who's celibate, the one who's getting ready to go through the divorce, the one who's hood and just speaks her mind freely without the repercussions.
And she's happily married.
Ain't that something? Married. I mean,
talk about it.
She's happily married, asterisk, right? Because now she found out that boyfriend is 50,000 in the hole with a loan shark. So that's not necessarily a good thing. But especially considering that he just bought her a expensive bracelet that the guy on the bus stop was definitely clowning her ass about, because she was like, what he done did now? Like, she's like, how you know that, sir? How did you know that he did something? It's crazy to me. Right. But let me know.
But listen, can we talk about what happened once they left the brunch? And they see my man Morris pull up with the baddie and the with.
Of course, his name is Francois, which is weird, or Suave, whatever they call him.
Suave.
Well, I took it for short for Francois, but go ahead.
Yeah,
it probably might be having. Yeah.
He said the Russian man is Francois or something like that in some language too, I think.
Oh, I didn't even peep that.
Yeah, that's when he went to go see it at the school. But we didn't get there yet. Anywho, so boom, he see the shorty in the actually we did get there. That was like second episode.
Okay. Oh.
We skipped it. Whatever.
Yeah,
if y'all watched it, y'all know.
Y'all come back and tell us what we missed. You know what I'm saying? We doing our best here. Y'all roll with us.
We just been rambling. Let us know, man. What y'all think, man? Y'all think Diarra is bugging, or y'all think she really like something? She on something. She should keep going. Like, I'm just saying. I was on the she tripping train, and then till she became on to something. And now I'm like, you on to something. So
now she really on the train. Yeah.
Fight for your man. Go save him. And she listen.
She doing it. But yeah, like you said, Ava tells her that Swa's coming through. She tells Monet, listen, we got to go, and we got to go now. And of course, as they're walking out, the car's pulling up, and he pulls up, and he opens the car door to pull Shorty out. And she goes, her little rant about, you bringing this little tramp up in here. And he says she's a lawyer. Well, you mean an educated tramp? I don't know what you want me to say. Still a tramp. She just educated and smart. I mean, hey, listen, I respect it because she stood her ground. She said, either way, she's a tramp. Either way, she's a hoe. She educated hoe.
But I just want to say, do you think he cheated? or do you think she's being just doing too much?
I think I think it's possible that he didn't cheat, that he asked for the open marriage
Hmm.
and she denied it or didn't say anything and kind of just, and then they just drifted apart. I think it's interesting that the new girl said, I just need you to know that I was with him after you guys split up, not before.
Right.
So interesting emphasis on the after, but I'm gonna let it rock. So
Why was it interesting? Because
just because
I feel
you
like
don't
she
necessarily
messaged
need
you.
to do that though. I mean, I don't know. It's a little.
Maybe it's just a little pettiness because she is getting disrespected, being
This is
called
true.
smart horse.
Educated hoe.
Yeah, you come on. Like she just called me out a name, but instead of scooping to your level, I'll just give you a little snooty. You know,
Facts.
I won't come
This is
completely down, but you can see it's there. You
this
know,
is true. This is true.
keeping it classy, keeping it cute. You
Keeping
know,
it cute is the correct term. Yeah.
she
So
definitely kept it cute. Because guess what? She still walked past. She still went to brunch, and she still
she
left in the
did. No, she didn't. But we'll get to that part later. So now they're on their
No, she
way.
did. She left in the car from brunch.
Not Swa and the new girl.
Yes, they did because they didn't take the car until nighttime.
They didn't take it until they went back. They were still at the brunch. Remember? She was still at the restaurant. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but they were still at the restaurant when she bumped into the valet, took the key, walked right
Took
past
the
the window,
keys. That's a fact. Oh my
and took
god! I
the
thought that was
car.
later.
Yeah, that ass. Yeah, but that
Oh,
was later. They went and got on the bus to talk to the homeless man who went on to say
oh,
that the
right.
mom,
Yo, the bus
aka
guru. I ain't gonna front. The
yes,
bus guru was sounding pretty right. I ain't gonna lie to you. Especially
was
the way
he?
that the mom was. I ain't know about the drug deal
Oh,
shit,
okay.
but I definitely feel like the mom was ain't shit and she just let him go.
Hmm.
I don't think it was to settle no drug debt, but then again, I ain't know. I was like, maybe
Yeah, I definitely didn't think that it was to settle on drugs. That for sure. Like that wasn't ringing. That
that
wasn't
when I
adding
watched
up at
because
all.
because when I watched the video, I'm like, how did he get that from that?
Right.
But
Yeah.
anywho, like, but I'm
Anywho,
like, maybe the mother just was on drugs and she want to
I
be.
mean, listen, he bus guru was on to something, right? Because they end up at the church and they see
Hmm.
her, they run up on her, and she like, where you
Yo,
going? Where? Listen, Felicia Rashad with a gun, bruh,
that's a
is
fact,
crazy. Okay, the
bro.
way she handled it, she's like, you don't run about people like that. You don't never
You
know what
don't
people
never
got.
know. That's a
Then,
fact.
woo,
That's a
okay,
fact.
yes, my love
Listen, when
Rashad.
she pulled out the gun, I said, "Oh, this
That's
show
some
is
time
different."
we on.
Yo, listen, I was like, I didn't know that's how we was moving, Miss Felicia. I did
Mm-hmm.
not know that's how we
Mm-hmm.
moving.
And she got an amazing hood name too, Vonda, if I'm not
Vonda.
mistaken.
Yeah,
Vonda is her
Vonda,
name.
Vonda,
So, she basically tells them to get in the van. First of all, this van ain't got no seats in the back. They just in
Vonda.
there getting tossed
Made
around
them get
like
in the
the
van
laundry,
is
bruh. For real.
crazy. Made them get in the van is crazy.
She did. And they
I'm
was
not
in
gonna
there
lie.
getting
And they
tossed
was just in
around.
there. And now when she had the gun, I was like, maybe she really might be a drug dealer.
That part. No, no, no. Not even that part for me. It was the multiple cell phones for me when the phone rang.
Most
She was like, what is it? Like, what you want? And then she was like, make sure it's cracked. Listen, come on. She was like, make sure it's cracked first. And I was like, wait, what? What's happening? And then the next phone rang and she was like, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You know where to find
right.
me. And then you pull up. the guy drops off the box. We like, yo, what's up with this? Like, is this cold? Is this drugs? Like, for real, what's going on?
Yo, I was wondering, they like it was moving, and she made them get in the van. I was like, oh shit, ain't she riding dolly? Like she a thug. Like that's what I was thinking. Like
that van
she
is
a
creepy,
gangster.
but also the van does not raise any type of attention or like flares for the hairs on your arms to stand up. Like something's wrong here. Of course, she's like, you can leave if you want to. You know, y'all just want those true crime podcasts. You know, and they kind of feed into the narrative. And she's like, listen, if you stay, I'll tell you everything you need to know. And we go on this very cool adventure with her, trying to figure out what's happening, and you know, eventually she says, "Here, you good with the bat, right? And then you over here, you just make a distraction, right?" And she's trying to figure out what's happening there. Like, there's a 15-year-old girl in this house who's having a relapse, and her mom tasked me with finding her. And they go on a mission. You know, she gives the one man food right on the way in. Like, you look hungry. Here's some food. Now, first of all, ma'am, how did you know food was going to be the answer? Like, that's crazy to me. She gives him food, goes upstairs, checks all the rooms, finds the girl in the last room, tries to grab her. But the guy then, you know, is like, yo, where you think you're going? And of course, Diarra, I can't take her seriously, bro. I can't. Like, what were you doing?
No, listen. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was crazy. But like, I feel like you skipped a few things that I wanted to touch base on.
Oh yeah, listen, go ahead, do it.
Can we talk about the story of the mother fucking the Temptations?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was during the drive. She said, but no, my funny part was Diarra. She was like, there were quite a few rotations of the Temptations. She was like, no, the original.
My nigga.
The originals.
Nigga.
I said, damn. Okay, go hard in the paint.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
She
went to see Otis. She went to see Otis. He original. He got some of that.
Original. Yeah.
I'm saying she went to see.
She said somebody did something with their feet, didn't she?
Come on.
It's a no for me on the feet, bro. It's a no for me on the feet.
No.
It's a no for me on the feet. I don't want to know what you can do with the feet. You keep it to yourself.
All right, but we're gonna go back to the adventure at Fold. You know, the rescue mission. So boom, now she gets to the nigga. He like, that bitch belonged to me. That shit was crazy. I was like, what? I said, huh? I said, he just said that.
He did.
He beat the shit out of him with that bat. You stupid.
She didn't beat him at all with the bat.
No?
She kept trying to like hint. She just swang at him. She never hit him. Yeah, and then Vonda smashed that man over the head with a glass bottle. And
there we go. Down with Frazier. It's all right.
Yeah.
But I go for it. She started just swinging that bat like crazy. I forgot that.
She did. But it was like, are you gonna? I mean, I thought for sure she was gonna hit him. You know why? Because I'm like, she's got pent up anger. She getting divorced. They do this shitty ass divorce party for her. The ex-husband showed up. He still got her car. XYZ. Yada yada yada. And she didn't even take a swing at that man. Like, not a real swing to hit him. I was like, this is trash. But let's not forget that the Russian's phone, which she knew. She was just trying to figure out which phone was the phone that called the Russian, and they figured it out. Right. But yeah, moving on, they were able to get the girl. They got out of there. They took her to her family, and then they went and sat down with Vonda to have that conversation about what happened when Deonte went missing. And she tells us that, you know, she didn't have her eye off of him. She knew exactly where he was, but she did want to, you know, let him know, like, listen, you know, essentially, it kind of felt like a little bit of like fuck around and find out, but
she fucked around and found out, trying to teach him a lesson.
Right, keeping her eye on him, and then the OJ verdict dropped, which was funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you, because the world paused when that verdict came down, so we all knew what that was like. What, you know what I mean? Right. Like, okay,
that's
shit is real. And she goes looking for him and realizes that he actually has been kidnapped in a green I think it was an Impala, green Impala.
Oh, yeah,
The
something.
basketball is outside, which was the basketball he was playing with, and he's literally been kidnapped. And that's when we see
Right.
the whole, you know, video of her saying like, "Bring him home, like we miss him, this and the third." Well,
Yeah,
well, well. Miss Felicia
that's the thing.
Rashad, we thank you. We hope to see you in many other episodes, but if we
Mm,
don't, we thank you. And so Diarra decides to go back to where it all started. She goes back to his apartment, and she is having some CSI Miss Cleo type of visions.
yeah,
She figuring shit out, and she's like, where is what where will he put it? Because obviously, he's
right,
stashing something. So where he doesn't cook often, he does takeout. She realizes it's in the oven, opens it up, and she finds a backpack with the name Deonte on it. Were
right.
you surprised about this part?
I was big shocked. And then after they found the box with his old clothes and book bag, that's when she stole the car back. And it was
Facts.
because it was the dream car with the best friend, that her childhood best friend, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah.
And it ended with like somebody following them.
Yeah. They are being followed, as I suspected would happen, because they've kicked the hornet's nest essentially, and
Yeah.
things are starting to come out. People are starting to show
Come
face,
People are starting to die.
and people are starting to die. What will happen next? Will we see Kanye in the next episode?
Oh my gosh. If we listen,
More to come.
listen, more to come. Yo,
More to
yay,
come.
Diarra, make it happen.
Make it happen.
That'll be a fire debut for Kanye.
Listen, it sure would. I mean, he ain't gotta do nothing besides pull the mask off. Boom, that's it.
That's it.
N- Nothing else
Stole the
needs to
show.
happen.
Give him
Stole
his
the
Emmy.
show.
Give him his
That's
Grammy.
it.
Give him
It's
everything.
done.
Give it.
I
Give
really
him the
like this
Academy
show
Award goes
though.
to. Yeah, I
I
really
really
do.
like this show though. I love that it's just so different, and I can't call what's about to happen next. So for
That's
me, that's how I like to rate my TV shows or movies. Is if I can figure it out, then it's way too predictable, and I don't necessarily have any more excitement for it. But there's some turns and twists that I just don't see happening. I like that it is actually very funny, but it still has real lessons in it. It's
right.
talking about friendships, talking
This
about
is.
marriages, right? It has a whole lot.
I feel like it's genuine black humor. Like we've
Hmm.
always seen like the black humor done by white people, but this is like real black humor, and I appreciate it because
Yeah,
I get the jokes.
right.
You know what I mean? I get the references.
Nah, I get the
I get the
jokes.
dramatic pauses. I get the curl pluck. You feel me? Like I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. Like it's easily digestible for me, and I
it
appreciate
is.
that.
It
And
is.
I feel like it keeps, like I said, like it keeps me on the edge of my seat. I can't wait for the rest of this season. I hope there are many more seasons to come. Well, or more works after this, even if this
Yeah,
isn't a multiple season thing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
agreed.
I
If
just
they
enjoy.
give us one full dynamic season of this, I'll be cool with that. But I
Yeah, I
would
would
definitely love to see Diarra write and do something, create
do
something
something
else.
more, definitely,
Yeah, yeah,
because I feel this definitely has very, very much potential to be a classic, and I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie.
Agree.
So
All right, y'all. Let us know your thoughts. You like it? You dislike it? You like Diarra? You don't like Diarra? What do you think?
let
Which
us know,
character
man.
are you? Are you Monet? Are you Ava? Like,
All
are
right,
you the other
which one
friend
are you?
who,
Are you Diarra? Are you a Diarra? Let us know, man. Do
yeah,
you
let
know a
us know.
Diarra?
We
I'm just
definitely know a DR. But let us know what you think. Again, all 3 episodes will be out March 21st. Make sure you check it out on BET Plus. And has been another review of your girl, Big Old Belt Media, of My Desire Identity 23. And until next time, peace,
until next time.
y'all.
Peace. See y'all later, man.